Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orlando Valido, Oli Valido, or Pimpoli that they call me on YouTube. Tonight they're going to bring you another country music artist from somewhere up north of me, way up north, I believe. But first I gotta tell you what's been happening to me since I have been not been podcasting a lot. I got operated from my nose just a week or 2 weeks ago because I couldn't breathe. At night, I couldn't sleep at all. So they had to operate me, and I'm breathing pretty much, I think, right now, a lot better, but I'm not yet out of the woods yet, or not 100% like it should be, but in a couple of days I will be. Okay, like I said, my name is Oli Valido, Pimpoli, that they know me on YouTube. Tonight they're going to talk about this guy right here, Josh Ward. Josh Ward, and here comes the first picture of him and the second picture of Josh Ward, a country music artist, and I'm going to read for you his autobiography, uh, all great and no quit, that deeply rooted to a wood in the George War and lived by an absolute thought, an accord, a mindset. It had led this testa country music rising star from the different as an adolescent into a European JE or PARD or US game of the rodeo circle to the publishing tour of Testa Olifio on the rodeo circle to the presuming of toil and the Testa Olifio and into the fickle arm of the music business. Some argue whether they having a 9 consecutive number one hit single instead under the hit spell that has generated him staying in power or that he killing it in the social media world as it should be, with over 2 million viewers on YouTube and over 3 million streams globally on Puffy. Maybe it's in his 3 venerated album released on, maybe because he cannot only bat VAT at Full House on 2,000 plus days in that year, touring the average but also rope and crowd at the first time performers and unfamiliar town. While impressive, all this distinction, it came and go in the world of music. The reason for his staying power turned out to be quite simple, and that is because Josh Ward is a country music blood bone, and both Josh and Ward and country music are simply not going to go away. Very good. Josh spent in 2017 heavily touring off the strength of his previous album Holding Me Together. All state radio single hit the number one and spite of the tester original radio charge. War quickly found himself going from opening act to a headliner spot in a matter of a month. But in the midst of this, its growing popularity, it gladly began a need to follow on the country music artist and comrade Cody Johnson, who introduced war to his West Coast audiences, getting the chance to be endorsed by Cody Johnson and perform a sold-out show in a brand new market, and the kind of opportunity the music artist jumped and the bit of the half when war was a hit band returned to this area a few months later, all but their lonesome. It simply could not have get into the reception he was encountering at that time. When he went back to the West Coast by ourselves, it was sold out show. I was literally blown away. It was at the very point while far away from his familiar stronghold or stopping ground. Instead, as a new fan slapping him in the back of the wall, he knew beyond his shadow of the doubt that his music was catching on in a big way, and it did. That's what happened many times to a lot of artists. The accumulation of the radio success and his victory out to the road and can easily be attributed to that actual man behind the music in the lives, and sometimes a person gets the deal and learn how to choose his family from a stranger along the way. People who make conscious a choice to take you under the wing and help guide you to life. Ward considered himself a very lucky man, despite some of the rough teenage years. The love and support of his extended family and his chosen family was a concrete foundation he built on it. Of course, without family, you cannot make it. That's true. You need to have your family to back you up. That has to be in every area, I believe. For sure, his life on and her fun have a big part of that too. It's why they are drawn him to his speaker, and because of history, it was a sign it was there down for him. A fan who come back to the visit, and he animated it to all the stand for it. Some made family men who always have been welcome and smile on the open spot. And the family, to his loyal fan, he feels he owed everything to them. And the word can describe the emotion that you get put into those run at the work of the widow. And those people they pay their hard-earned money to see every night. Thank you every time I step on the stage. You guys remind me that I have more than I deserve. Okay, it's a brand new album, Search Bali. Then I was dedication to his growing family. More than I deserve, marked the war found a force for that album. Released and I will read the final on May 1st, 2018. With the philosophy, I don't feel what a broken war went right back to that Rosewood studio where he recorded all his previous releases and joined producer Great Hunt once again behind the border to create the next dimension of just war, country music, and the new album at 11 tracks as a song featuring the signature instrumentalization from the guy like George Carroll, Carroll, Corey Morrow on guitar, Nate Cohn, Coon, Aaron Watson on drums, melody at the eagle and on acoustic guitar, steel, double, fiddle, viola and mandolin, and Terry McBride and Rai on the backing vocals, also writer of the track, and the album in the classic George Ward style, on every fun, with just a little more gusto to the little more a mile and a full body. Emotionally pagan, every song jump into a kick up and kind of a contribution nostalgia. What is a reverse for? And the first single, All About Loving, written by Bryce Long Terry McBride and Chris Stapleton. Tell you everything you need to know about this album. It's a sexy tongue clapper as a driver of a song guarantee you I'll be lighting up your dancing shoes by the time you hit the chorus. Home Away from Home is a country pile up top of the more country, and it is also a song say two stepping you back heaven. While Ward had never been afraid to sing to other people songs due to his belief that the good songs simply need to be heard, his song Savvy, Savvy, for the art just so happened to be represented to a three most powerful tracks a cowboy can, and the two great of the album is what Savvy described him a once with more shot to the whiskey and sobering the tale. Sobering the tale, that's very interesting. To him, 90% proof, conviction that there is more that I deserve when ringing out with a vulnerable still and head hanging to preserve more than that I deserve is a country music addition to its purest form just was did not relevant to where he but a dime is polished the surface which you ride it smooth. It's too right the smooth, yeah. Okay. George and his band will be seeing a lot more of the country music this year, hitting a lot of new places that he never ending tour. It's still hard for him to believe that he had come this far. It doesn't take one more mile of to Country. I never thought I would be rolling down the road with one of the hardest bands that are playing shows across the United States. I'm happy to be there. The Just War band is Just War led vocal and rhythm guitar, Steve Carell, Carell, bass, Justin Coordinator, which is spelled Cogeneato, on drum, Woody Woodruff, on lead guitar, and Glenn Shaker steel guitar. And this is all what I got from this great artist, George Wall, from Texas, yeah. And I know there are a lot of Texas people and audience from my podcast that listen to me on Cricket, and they love it too. And I think I'm going to do a podcast after this one for them and the other platform. But nevertheless, let me see what many songs that he have. He's one of the songs. It's called Change My Mind, Broken Heart, all about loving a cowboy can, home away from home, whiskey and whiskey, say hello to goodbye, and baby, and the baby, together, somewhere between right and wrong. And the other one is, last night, makeup, the devil don't scare me. God made a woman. God made a woman. Yeah, I love that title. Yeah. And the other one, let me see. There's a lot of CD here, but this is the biggest album that he has. Okay, guys, so I guess I'm done with the biography of George Ward for you guys. Let me get back over here on camera. I appreciate that all you guys are listening to me and watching me tonight. As you can see, my voice has changed a little bit because of my nose operation. Also, I don't have the cough anymore. That's been taken care of. Which my cough lasted for about 3 months. Yeah, 3 months, even if I was taking an antibiotic. But I had to take it twice, 2 times in a row, so it really kicked in. So that was a real bummer for me. Like I can tell you right now. Anyway, I really, really appreciate that you guys are watching me and that you guys are following me. Please subscribe, like, I will appreciate that. I need more viewers on my channel. Please share so my channel will grow as I go along. Alright, don't be surprised. In the future, I will be doing some acting on myself. Some monologue that I have here that I had to relearn because I'm an actor too, believe me or not. That's what I like. I always liked that since I was a little kid. Anyway, I would like to ask you to pray for yourself. Pray for your family. Pray that there will be no more wars. There will be no more pandemic. We don't need that. No more corruption. We don't need that either. We need to live in peace and harmony. And that's why we need to pray to Jesus Christ for peace in the world. You know, that's what we need. Okay, guys, God bless you. And I see you next time on Oli Pimpoli podcast from the Miami area.